Hi, how are you? I'm so excited to be your presence once more. So, my name is Ifewa. I'm your side hustle specialist. I've been working for over a decade now, and I have three side hustles. That's excluding your investments. And when I'm talking about your side hustle here, I'm not talking about your investment. And I want to believe you're investing in one thing or the other. It's good to diversify your investment as well because diversification reduces your risk. So, today we're not going to talk about investments, we're going to talk about how to start a side hustle. So, a lot of people ask me, like, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start. How do I start? It's not rocket science. We're going to discuss how to start a side hustle. Are you ready and willing to listen? Just give me a few minutes of your time, and after listening to this episode, you won't need to ask anybody how you want to start anymore. So, before we go into it, you know what to do. So, subscribe to my channel if you're coming here for the first time, like and share. That's all. Thank you. So, welcome back. How do I start a site? First and foremost, what do you do? I'm going to give you 10 easy steps. Just 10, not too much. It's 10 too much. Nah. Just 10 easy steps how to start a side hustle. So, number one, what do you think number one should be? Think of the side hustle you want to start. You need to think. What do you want to start? What do you want to do? Which side hustle do you want to start? That one is a topic of its own because I want to believe that's a lot of people's biggest challenge. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. I have interest in so many things. Just sit down and think. And when you're thinking, think beyond passion. And some people like, oh, you need to do something you're passionate about. This one, think beyond passion. Don't forget there's opportunity and there's talent as well. There can be skill too you can learn. So think beyond passion. Some people they're passionate about fashion, but you don't have the money to maybe even start a clothing line or do one or two things about fashion. So think beyond passion. Just sit down and think, what do I want to do? And when you finish thinking, you need to research online, offline. And say, oh, I've been researching, you're reading online. You need to do offline it too. You need to look for people who are doing the business that you want to do. You need to follow them. If you need to even go to their location just to, even if it's window shopping or mystery shopping, however you want to call it. Don't sit in your home and saying, oh, I'm thinking. As you're thinking, please write something down. I find that when I write things down, it flows. When it's just in your head, like, oh, what's this one? Should I sell fabric? I don't think I want to sell fabric. Oh, should I'm very good with Igbo. Should I offer Igbo classes? So write it down. You find out that you'll be able to, even if you have 10 ideas, you say, okay, let me now narrow it down to 3 or something. So you need to write it down. When you write ideas down, it's closer to implementation than when it's still in your head. So you need to write it down. That's number one. Like I said, when you like, what do I start? That one should be like a different topic on its own. Or what do I do? But if you already have what you want to do, that's fine. That's good. Like I do, your research should have what are the challenges. Don't just look at the benefits. Everything that has an advantage has its disadvantage. So don't look at the benefits and look beyond passion. I want to believe you're 9 to 5. Are you passionate about your 9 to 5? Let's be honest. How many of you are passionate about your 9 to 5? Or when you left school, do you see yourself doing what you're doing now? We have how do I put it? People that studied engineering that are working in the banking industry. Do you understand? So look beyond passion for now. Maybe your passion will come later. and it's possible to come later. So look beyond passion. Like, I need something I'm passionate about. Excuse you. Look beyond passion for now. Number two, what is your why? Why do you want to start this? See that why. For me, I don't like the fact that I have to wait for um month end to get paid. Like, I want to I started the side hustle because I want to look beyond my salary. I don't want to wait for month end to get paid. I don't want, if I want to buy something for myself, buy something for my children, I'll be waiting for salary. Do you understand? So I look beyond my salary. I look at my side hustle business like, oh, I'm going to, this person is giving me money, this person is giving me money, oh, this one will give me so and so amount of money by month, and this is what I should be making. And God being so kind, at least should be talking about when you start small. Money might not be like too much, depends, but especially if your salary is, I remember a colleague that said that, oh, my husband said, oh, this business that's giving you 2 kobo income, 2 kobo, like I'm in Nigeria, so we have naira and kobo. So the profit starting is usually little. It depends. In most cases, anyway. So let me not generalize it. That does not mean that that is what you're going to be getting for the rest of your side hustle. So that's not the meaning. What is your why? Are you comfortable waiting for every 24th? Are you comfortable waiting for when they pay salary, you eat food? When they pay salary, you pay house rent. You're waiting for salary, your child needs change of clothes. You're waiting for salary, and that is why you don't want to take that vacation that you want to take because you're waiting for salary. I'm not saying you should be waiting for, I'm saying you should live above your means. Like, you're thinking of going to vacation in Bahamas. Meanwhile, your salary is cannot even, or your side hustle and your salary combined. There's nothing wrong with dreaming small. You can go to what's that place? Is it Obudu Ranch? It's vacation. It is the memory that matters, especially when you have family. It's the memory that matters. Take your children out, take them out, even if it's Mr. Beast that you can afford once in a while. Pick them. It's the memory, because before you know it, these children are grown and are leaving the house. So I am big on memories. Like in my house, I'm the one that be like, oh, today we're going to Whispering Palms. Like, it's always me. I always want to like sit with them, have fun with them as a family. Sorry, I'm debating. It's a memory that counts. So what is your why? So like I said before, I said do a research. Number three, do a research online, offline. I know I mentioned this in number one. So do a research, go to the location. Do they have delivery? Do you need to deliver? How much? Just, you can even pretend to be a customer. You can go into the shop and find something. You can send them DM that you want to buy. You can also be honest and be like, oh, I'm this person. I want to start this business. Can you? Some people teach. I know a lot of people like, oh, I have classes. If you want to start, how to start soap making, how to start hair business. So you can be honest. If they have classes, pay. If you don't want to pay, learn. The difference between you paying for something, you're paying for a course, is that it reduces your journey. Not that you can't do it by yourself. You can, but it reduces your journey. It reduces the time that you spend doing it yourself. So if you want to pay, pay. If you want to learn it by yourself, that's fine. So I mentioned number three in number one, so that's supposed to be number three. Number four, please start small. You're doing this business for the first time. You have no idea or the knowledge of the business, and you want to start with huge amount of money. You're looking for a space where you can rent. You're looking for 3 assistants. You're looking for official car. Meanwhile, you have not left your 9 to 5. You're still doing your 9 to 5. So basically, you're not there 247 to monitor this business, but you want to start big. How? Starting small is not that you don't have the capital loan. Let's assume you do. Starting small for me is you being intentional, trying to like avoid some certain risk. Starting small so that your risk level will not, your risk exposure will not be high. That is why you need to start small. And you are not there. Starting a business, you need to be there. You're not there 247 to monitor this business. Please start small. Please, if you have a location that you can afford, our office store, offline store you can afford, please do. If you can afford to employ 2 or 3 people, or let's say start with one. I noticed that one thing with side hustle that when you tend to do some of them yourself, you tend to be overwhelmed. So you need help. But that is something that will come eventually, not now. So start small. Whatever small means to you might not be what small means to me. So you need to start small. Number 5, prioritize your time. The time, when you look at your itinerary for the day, if you're a mom, you're working, you have a side hustle, there are some things you will not be able to do again. So what is important to you? I'm not saying you should forget your family. Family comes first. Your children are there. Your work, uncle. When you're at work, you should focus on your work. You're paid to do a job, please. Nobody should quote me. That you have a side hustle does not mean you are not going to do your job very well. You should do your job and do it well. Do you understand? So you need to prioritize yourself. You don't have time. And it's the same 24 hours that everybody gets that you get. So do what is important to you. So today, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You cannot be a working class mom, a side hustler, and you still want to be a super mom. You know, when I say super mom does not mean neglect your kids. Super mom is, okay, let me give you an example. Okay, I want to clean this house. You clean the house like 5 times a day. You don't have the help. Nobody comes to clean for you. You have 4 children. It's just you and your children. And you don't have the help. Let's say maybe you cannot afford it, but you still want everything to be spotless. The time you're using to clean the house every day, you can clean today and say, okay, tomorrow will not clean. You understand? Prioritize your time so that tomorrow you use it to work on your side hustle. You need to work on your side hustle. You need to make out time for your side hustle. Even if I'm not big on, you have to be posting every day. Me, I don't post every day. Even if you're not posting, you're attending to somebody on your WhatsApp, you're sending DM, you have to do one or two, bring out time for your business. However it is. Whatever it is you're doing with the time. You can be sending DM, you can be researching about your new products, you can be chatting with your supplier, like, this product you give me is not working, this one, or your agent, when is the goods arriving? Do you understand? At least 2 hours of your time every day, you should spend it on your side hustle. So in between homework, getting the children ready for school, making dinner, making breakfast, or however it is. So you have limited time. And do not forget that you have to rest in between. You need to rest. You just have to. So number 5, prioritize your time. Please do what is important. The ones that are not important, please leave it. You can't do everything. You're a human being. Please leave the ones that are not important. You can even move it to another day. Maybe you used to do it twice a week. You can do it once a week now. So another one is, when you are done, open the necessary channel or platform that you want to sell your business. You want to start this business, you need to open necessary channel, social media, e-commerce website. And I've talked about online business on my previous video, so you check previous video, you see there. I talked about it in a previous episode. So open the necessary channel, just go there. What do you want to do? want to do Facebook, social media, open it. Then ask for your words, especially when you're in the service industry. Please, you're doing, you don't have time. You cannot afford to do for somebody that how do I put it? Someone that is doing this business full time. Do you understand? They can afford to charge low and make up for it with the turnover, especially when you're in the service industry. Do you understand? The turnover, maybe they will attend to how many people and all that, unless if you're doing a webinar or something, so that one is out of it. So you can imagine when you're charging 2 naira for your time, your efforts, and that 2 naira is the only thing you're going to charge. That 2 naira, use your data. There are so many other things that you use data. You posted, maybe you're into products, you sell products, you bought the product, you did logistics, was to bring the product from one place to another, you did logistics on the product. So when you want to set price, please consider these things. Consider your time as well, consider your profits, consider your expenses. You find out that you're selling but you're not making money, you might be like, well, the site hustle self is not working. Consider all these things. Customer is there to, some of them will enter your DM and they will be pricing. Maybe you put caption, maybe like, this bag, I sell bag. So I'll use this bag as an example. This bag is 10,000 naira. Somebody will be like, are you selling it for 7K? Like, how? So ask for your words. Do not forget, number 8, to open a bank account. You need accountability, trust me. You need to know, okay, this is money for the business. If you mix up money for the business with your personal money, how will you know whether you're doing well? How will you know whether you're doing well? You won't even know whether the business is doing well. You cannot track the progress of the business. So you need to open the necessary accounts, even if you cannot, okay, I don't have money to open a big corporate name, no problem. So you can open your individual name and just get a separate account for the business. That is the whole grammar. The whole grammar is just get a separate account for the business. Your business needs a separate account, so that you know whether you're going up or you're going down. You know whether you're stagnant, whether you, with time you break even, like, oh, this is nice. So track your expenses as well. Sorry. That's number 9. Record. You need record. Your sales, the transport, the delivery or logistic or freight, however it is. If you're bringing it from outside the country, you need to do all those things. You need to put your sub for the month so that you record your expenses. You record your expenses, you record your sales to know which one is your profits and which one. Sometimes you win some, you lose. I find out that especially when do exchange, or maybe there was like I will send it back to you. I noticed that something happened with the bank. We have to call it recall, and when we do exchange, find out that it's not every sales that you make profit. So when you want to make the profits, look at your profit margin so that it will be able to cushion the effect of the ones that are not doing the way they're supposed to be. That's why you make profit some, you make loss some. Then number 10, you do a review. The whole idea, the whole essence of having a record is so that you will go back and find out what works and what is not working. You continue with what works and you throw away what is not working. Do not forget to do that. That is number 10. You throw away what works. You throw away what is not working and you continue with what works. And you can also add, do you understand, to what you're presently doing. You can try something new and monitor it for a while. So at the end, when you want to do a review next time, you find out whether, oh, this is nice, this is working. So you continue to do what works and you keep improving You keep improving. You need to keep adapting to change. You can't run a business without change. You need to keep adapting to change. Do you understand? So basically, this is what these are the 10 things you need to do just to start a side hustle. 10 things you need to do how you want to start a side hustle. And let me say bonus, when you're choosing your name, there's something about a business name. So make sure that you choose a name that can somehow relate to what you do. Like if I want to buy shoes or I want to buy ladies fashion, there's something I might just go to Instagram and just type. You must not necessarily have let's say island bags or something on your name, no, but you can put something like um amazing fashion or whatever it is. Just make sure that your name is somehow related to what you do. Even if it's not related to what you do, when you are putting your bio, when you're setting up your social media bio, you put the things that you do so that when people search or you use the proper hashtag gives you visibility so that when people search, they'll be able to see you and shop from you. Do you understand? So try and put those things there so that it increases your visibility. I hope that with this you'll be able to this is a new year, so by now you should make up your mind on what you want to do. Start a side hustle. There's so many things to gain from a side hustle apart from the money aspect of the side hustle. It gives you this feeling of fulfillment, like, oh, I can do this. Oh, it's me that did this. Congrats to me. Like, it's amazing. It gives inner peace. It gives inner joy. And when you say, they're going to be downsizing this month, you start shaking. Oh God, what am I going to do? That is not for you. When you have a comfortable side hustle, that is not for you. You go to work because you want to, not because you need to. Do you understand? Not when they say they want to downsize, like, it's in God's hands. When it's time, it's time. That you're downsized does not mean that you are not productive. No. Sometimes that is not necessarily the case. So, thank you. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Thank you and see you in the next video. Bye.